Welcome to the Pactum, where on today's episode, we're doing what we always do. We're talking about theology, God and his ways, and we have got lots of topics to cover today as we re-enter the Pactumverse. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Pat Abendroth, and I'm with Mike Grimes. Hey, Mike, long time, no Pactum.
Long time, no Pactum. It's been quite a while. It's been several weeks.
With our several listeners, it's true.
For the summer, right?
Wow.
It's like we should reintroduce ourselves.
I'm Pat Abendroth.
I'm Mike Grimes. Okay. We're here for the Pactum.
We've been doing this for a while.
We have been doing this for a while.
Since, I looked it up today, January 2021.
January 2021.
Longest break we've ever taken.
And I think we probably could say we've been doing it before that because we were recording. I don't know when we started recording, but we were trying to figure out how to even do the recording thing.
For like 2 years.
You're waiting on
the COVID,
me.
The COVID 2020 thing was a thing for lots of people.
Yeah, but since 2021, yeah. But we've got lots to talk about
we
today.
Do. It's going to be a re-entry episode.
It is.
Kind of like a Pactum responsum, but we're not responding to listener questions. It's just a banter back and forth.
Perhaps listener questions that we know people are wondering about, maybe?
It's true.
Or they've been prodding about.
I'm thankful that we've gotten so many, direct messages.
Yes.
What are the kids calling them today? People have been...
DMs. I don't know.
I was going to say email, but... I still email.
We've gotten emails. We've gotten
a lot of messages.
We've got X posts, Instagram DMs, all those kinds of things.
Yeah.
None of them Snapchats or whatever.
Sanctified grumbling and complaining.
Sanctified grumbling and complaining. Some people were actually concerned where we were, what happened, which is a bummer they didn't find us on YouTube, because you can find us on YouTube, Pactumverse. Go to youtube.com and look for @the Pactum.
And you will laugh at the final episode where Mike plays. Is that a ukulele?
It's a ukulele. I mean, we
even dressed the part.
We had dress-up clothes on, the whole works.
So tell me, best culinary experience of your summer break before we get on to some other... We are talking about theology today.
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
This is not just what did you do during your summer break.
Yep.
Because even our summer break is going to relate to theology because everything does.
Everything does. Does. Okay, best culinary experience of my summer break. I'm going to go with... I have two, maybe.
Okay. I'm impressed.
Well, and here's the thing. We're not big, go out when we're on vacation. Anyway, so best culinary experience would be, for one, sweet corn from Iowa.
Oh.
Because if you haven't had sweet corn from Iowa...
Like a true Iowa guy.
If you haven't had sweet corn from Iowa, I'm sorry, you're missing out.
Unless you've had sweet corn from Nebraska.
You're still missing out.
We are the corn huskers. I mean, you guys might have good Hawkeye.
Oh, it's the best. So that was good. But then when we were on vacation...
Eye of Hawk. Get it?
Eye
of Newt? Special potion, Hawkeye. Never mind.
I'm lost.
It's bad.
That's pretty
I'm going for culinary experience, and we are close to Council Bluffs, so never mind.
It's okay. Second culinary experience would have been an ice cream place we went to when we were on a trip to Florida this summer. Ooh. It was, I don't know why, but it was just, maybe it's because it was hot and you're at the beach, but the ice cream was fantastic. They had all sorts of, crazy flavors. It was called, what was it called? Pecan Jacks.
Ooh, I like it.
It was really good.
Florida was good?
Florida was fantastic. We went to the Panhandle area. The influencers call it 30A.
I never heard of this.
It's. I guess it's the name of a road.
Okay.
That's in between Destin and Panama City Beach.
Is that the Gulf
area.
of America?
It's in the Gulf of America. We were there. Every store you go into had big Trump things, Gulf of America stuff everywhere. We had a good time there. Yeah.
Well, you have a higher brow vacation than I had this year.
What'd you do?
We went to Arkansas.
That's right.
And it was great. It was fun.
Yeah.
But it just seems like Florida, kind of sounds vacation-y. And Arkansas, I'm ready to bust out some kind of accent, which I'm not going to do because we have listeners and viewers from Arkansas, and I love them.
Yes, we do.
I love Arkansas. Yeah. But, Florida just sounds like more street cred. How do you take your sweet corn from Iowa, by the way?
Okay. This is where I'll get made fun of.
Let me sit down.
I don't eat it on the cob because it drives me nuts that it gets stuck in your teeth. And your face gets messy. So I cut mine off the cob.
Okay.
And then I mix in a bunch of butter and salt and pepper. But the reason I get made fun of is because I refuse to eat it off the cob.
I see.
Even my kids make fun of me.
I don't mind doing it that way sometimes.
So, but,
Or to cut it off the cob and then put it on some kind of homemade street tacos or something.
Oh, yeah, that'd be good.
Pretty helpful.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of the coconut oil and lime and salt and pepper.
Oh, on the corn? Ooh, I never tried the
lime.
lime.
Just to kind of mix it up. Lime for sure.
Good. Yeah, we slather the butter on.
Absolutely.
My mother-in-law has a thing. It's like this plastic sleeve. It's almost like Tupperware type thing that's the exact size of a stick of butter. and the end of it, so you put a stick of butter down it, and the end of it's curved just for like corn. So literally you can hold the butter and press down. It's almost like a push pop for butter on corn. I don't know,
And the Iowa State Fair, you can get stick of fried butter.
Yeah,
right,
I guess. Didn't go this year.
Never done it.
No. What's the best thing you ate this summer?
Okay. So, going to go to Greece. We're going to talk about that and tie it in with theology and the Bible. But, you get the internet's amazing. You can look into all this kind of stuff. So, best souvlaki restaurant in Athens, fast food. Souvlaki, think gyro, but different, right? Better.
Yep.
So, and Gordon Ramsay has friends that are there that have a souvlaki place.
Oh, really?
It was the best.
Oh,
it was amazing.
That sounds good.
And technology, just to punch it in your phone and say, we're going to go to Hukut, follow me. And then my phone is rattling at me, 400 feet, turn left. And then we get there, and it was like, I felt like Tom Hanks, I make fire.
Just for walking through a restaurant. We're so simple, aren't we?
I just thought I conquered the world. I flew across to the other side of the world to have souvlaki, and it was amazing.
Oh, man. That sounds good. I had what would you call it? I guess Afghani cuisine just a week or so ago.
Okay.
That was kind of fun.
Wow, you get out.
I got out once. I didn't know what to expect, but I don't know, maybe people that are more culinarily astute would disagree, but I thought it was very Indian-esque.
Sure.
But it was good.
Food is amazing.
Food is a fantastic
God could have given us no taste buds. But he gave us taste buds. Whether you eat, drink, or whatever you do all to the glory of God. See, we even tied that into a theological thing.
Come on, guys. Okay. So what's coming up for the Pactum? We took a break, a little bit of a rest break there over the summer. What do we got to look forward to? What do our Pactumverse listeners have to look forward to coming up?
More of the same.
More of the same.
In a good way, right? Hopefully great content. We want to say, Lord willing, because maybe this is the end of the Pactum.
This could be the last episode.
It's not the plan, though. The plan is weekly recordings, theological topics. We've got a bunch lined up, all different sorts of things. We're going to keep publishing good material. If people just write the good material to publish,
some people
we're doing that. And we also are holding Pactum conferences.
That's right.
At this point in time, it's annual. Who knows? We might do more conferences.
You never know.
We'll see.
We could do like 4 a year.
We need to talk about the 2025 Pactum Conference coming up October 3rd and 4th.
Yes.
We need to talk about it, and I want to talk about it even for people who aren't coming for their sake.
Yes, yeah.
Just to talk about the authors and why the speakers and why you should read their books and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So we've got a Pactum Conference we've been doing. This is the 3rd year that we've called it the Pactum Conference. I believe it's a conference that we used to have at the church here, and we just kind of called now the Pactum Conference. It's going to be October 3rd and 4th here in Omaha, Nebraska. You can go to thepactum.org, get all the details, get all the information, but we want to walk through some of it now. And tell you a little bit about the sessions we're going to be doing this year. It's on God's great gospel.
Law last year. Gospel this year. That's very Pactum-y.
It is.
Next year, covenant theology.
Covenant theology is
year
the
after
rumor.
that. I think we already actually have a theme, but let's keep that under wraps
we'll
for
keep
now.
Under wraps.
But I can't wait for the conference.
It's going to be fantastic.
It stresses me out because there's so many things to do. But I love it because hosted by Omaha Bible Church.
Yes.
The saints at Omaha Bible Church are awesome. They love to serve. They love to be hospitable.
Yes.
Everything by God's grace just goes so well.
It does. It goes so fantastic. I mean, it's well worth your millions of dollars it will cost you to register for this
the secret
conference.
is, Pactum listeners, we would just have it be free, but then you wouldn't come.
You're right.
So we've been doing things like this long enough where you charge something because otherwise people don't commit. And so we charge something. It would never keep us from letting someone come.
Yes.
If you need a scholarship, you need a sponsorship,
just let us know.
we gotcha. We're going to lose money on the conference anyway because the Pactum does not seek to make money. We seek to make a difference. And thankfully, we have lots of people who are behind us wanting to make sure we can make a difference and have it not be about the money, about the Benjamins.
That's right. For real. We'll get to the conference here, the run through here, but just real quick.
How much is it, by the way?
To come? It's $50.
Okay.
$50. Seriously, email us, connect@thepactum.org if you need assistance or whatever to come.
Absolutely.
Perhaps you say, hey, listen, I can register, but once I get there, I need somewhere to stay or something like that. Please reach out. Let us know.
Just yesterday, somebody reached out and I said, you get here, we got you covered.
We got you. Yeah.
So people will come from, I like to say, East Coast, West Coast, Gulf Coast, Gulf of America.
Gulf of America, yeah. They'll be
And
here.
all kinds of different states, even the state of confusion. So let's talk about topics.
Yeah. Okay.
So
So first session, this is all going to be on God's Great Gospel again.
Yep.
But first session, you're going to be speaking the Pactum and the Gospel.
that won't be hard because the Pactum since the beginning has been about law and gospel. So
Not Pactum podcast. This is the Pactum.
The
Right.
Pactum podcast has always been
Yes.
about it. So see,
But that's not what you're-
overlap.
that's not what you're speaking about.
But how about the Pactum Salutis, the covenant of redemption, the intra-Trinitarian covenant of redemption, Ephesians chapter 1,
Yes.
Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. We'll talk about those kinds of things.
Yes.
I can't wait.
It's
If I
gonna be
only knew
awesome.
what I was going to say. I better
You're not done with
I
that?
better get on
We
that.
just have other things on the
There
docket.
are other things happening.
Okay.
But I'll open it up. And in a sense, I like to go first because I love myself. We all do. No man ever hated his
it
own
makes sense.
flesh.
We're going to put you in the opening.
I
you know?
like to go first. I would prefer not to speak, just to be the host. But
Sure.
since it's a
All right.
Pactum
You
thing,
need to speak, yeah.
I like to go first to kind of introduce things and set the tone. So
Right. Well, then you get to relax and enjoy the rest of the conference too.
you're
right.
not kidding.
Yes. Okay. So after you speak, this is on the Friday night that this is happening.
Yep.
Then after that, Chris Larson from Ligonier Ministries will be speaking, and he's going to do a session on R.C. Sproul and the gospel. That'll be awesome.
That'll be awesome.
I'm excited
right?
about that.
If you don't know, well, you know Chris because we've had him on the Pactum before.
Yes, yeah.
Talking about the Reformation Study Bible. Chris is a gentleman.
Oh, is he ever?
Right?
Yeah.
Just thankful that he's willing to come.
Yep.
And talk about RC. So many cool RC stories.
Yeah.
I wonder which ones he's going to tell.
Yes, that'll be interesting to hear.
Not too long ago, we may have talked about it on the show. I don't remember, but in reading the biography by Nichols, it was so intriguing just learning about moving to Orlando. And they said to RC they're going to move from Pennsylvania to Orlando.
Yes.
They narrowed it down to 3 places. It's going to be Dallas, Atlanta, or Orlando. And he said, I don't care where it is as long as it's not Dallas or Atlanta. So
That's funny.
That's pretty good.
That's good.
Or how about when his initial office in Florida was in a golf course?
Yes, in the golf course, right?
Locker room.
Yeah.
So, and the secretary knew the phone number to the
Yep.
payphone so he could answer.
It's amazing.
That kind of stuff
Lots
is
of cool stuff.
And on a serious note, RC has, by God's grace, stood for the gospel,
Yes.
defended the gospel.
Yes.
Even thinking about the payphone, I think Nichols in there in the book talks about how that's where he talked to J.I. Packer.
Yes.
During the Evangelicals and Catholics Together debacle. So again, standing for the gospel, justification, imputation. Pretty excited to hear some good stories about RC from Chris Larson.
Yes.
And realize this is not a church service. This is a conference.
Right.
So it's okay to do story time with Chris Larson.
Think of it in their lecture kind of things, right?
We're not aiming for ordinary means of grace.
Right.
We're big fans of ordinary means of grace. If this were a Sunday morning, the Lord's Day, it would all look a lot different.
Yes.
These are lectures. These are talks.
Yes.
Get it straight.
Get it right. Okay, then after that, on Friday night, we've got Harrison Perkins, and he's going to be speaking on justification and the gospel.
Who in the world is Harrison Perkins?
Harrison Perkins.
He's been on the Pactum as well.
He has.
Talking about his book on covenant theology.
Yes.
Dude.
It's
a great book.
It's a top.
It is. In the last week, I've been rereading some sections. Makes things simple and yet profound, not dumbed down.
Yep.
Harrison is a friend of the Pactum, personal friend. Can't wait to have him around talking about things like justification.
Yes. It's going to be great.
Yeah, it'll be.
If you don't know Pactumverse, if you don't know who he is.
Long-time listener, by the way. Long-time listener,
that's
even when
right.
we first started,
Yes.
when he was living in England,
I think he was mad at us.
because he couldn't order a Pactum shirt.
That's right.
So we're going to hook him up.
We
we're
hooked him.
going to make up for anger issues that Harrison
We
has.
will have every Pactum hat on his head by the time he leaves. If you don't know who Harrison Perkins is, there's at least, 6,000 titles he's written. It's like he writes a new book every week. So it's going to be great to have him here.
Yep.
All right. Then
He'll have a new book coming out, actually released at the conference as well.
Oh.
I think that's the one on repentance, which he'll be
yeah.
talking about also.
Yes. Okay. And then after him, that's all Friday. Then on the Saturday, we have Michael Beck all the way from New Zealand.
Where kiwi fruit is just called fruit.
Is it really? Kiwi fruit.
Do you get it, Mike?
I don't know if I do.
It's a joke.
I'm slow. Okay.
It's
I grew up in Iowa.
kiwi fruit from New Zealand.
Okay.
So kiwi fruit in New Zealand is just called
I just call it fruit. Okay, I'm all right.
All right,
It's okay.
there's that.
He's speaking on glorification, and perhaps someday when I'm glorified, I'll understand the joke.
Michael Beck has been with us before. just a friend, thankful
Yes.
for like-mindedness, clear on things like law and gospel
Yes.
and classic covenant theology.
Yep.
So
Great biblical theology.
Excited to have him
Fantastic.
for that.
Yep.
Yep.
2H Sojourner is Michael Beck, right?
Yep, it is.
Okay, then in the session following Michael Beck is Mike Abendroth, and he's going to be here speaking on sanctification.
Rumor
and the
has
gospel.
it that he's a pretty good communicator.
He is.
And he's pretty provocative.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for what he'll say that we'll put on a T-shirt.
Yep, that's where we got one of our T-shirts.
Final justification is a lie.
Yeah.
We don't even give him credit, but we gave him a shirt, I think.
I think so.
So we're looking for that.
He hasn't even sued us over royalties or
If
copyright infringement.
someday Mike would just not be so cowardly and he would be bold in the things that he would say, it sure would be nice.
Sure. Okay. After Mike, then we have Harrison is going to speak again. Harrison Perkins on repentance, as you just mentioned.
New book.
It's going to be a great conference.
And the way we like to do things, right? Just to let people know, it's fast, right?
It
Three
is
sessions
quick.
Friday, 3 sessions Saturday, done
Yep.
by lunchtime.
Yeah.
It's just nice that way. I want people to leave saying, I want there to be more, and I wish we had
Yes.
more time to hang out.
Yeah.
And we'll stay late.
Yeah.
We'll hang out.
Yeah, we'll stay late, we'll hang out. And then you can join us if you're not back at your own local church on Sunday morning. We'll be here. Michael Beck will be preaching that Sunday morning. But we understand that we want you to be a part of your local body as well.
Pactum.org
Now, if
is
you-
where you can register. Right?
Yes, the Pactum.org. Now, if you are a pastor or elder coming to the Pactum Conference this
Elder
year,
in training,
elder in
pastor
training,
in training
pastor, yeah,
kind of person.
we have a pre-conference seminar this year.
Last year
we
there
had
was
one
one, now it's
with
3.
Mike Abendroth. This year we have 3 of those that are going to be happening Friday morning up until just after lunchtime. I'll just run through those real quick. We have Michael Beck going to do one on biblical theology and preaching. As we said, Michael Beck is fantastic with biblical theology. He blew some minds last time he was here with those types of things. So he's going to do a session for those of you who are at the pre-conference. Also, we're going to have Chris Peterson, one of our fellow pastors here at Omaha Bible Church. He's been on the Pactum before, talked about counseling, also blew some minds in that way. He will be doing a session. You're going to be kind of doing it with him, a Q&A type of thing.
Yep.
That's going to be on reforming pastoral counseling. Would highly encourage you if you're a pastor coming, elder coming. Let's come to the pre-conference to be encouraged by those 2. And then finally, Mike Abendroth is going to do a sharpening your preaching skills. If you were at the Pactum Conference last year and came to his pre-conference seminar on preaching, this one is going to be different
2.0.
than that one.
Enough overlap so you can say, I want other people to hear this.
You want to come.
But updated.
Yes. And rumor is there's going to be Runza happening.
Runza sandwiches. It's
You
a
know,
Midwest thing, and
gonna
I
be
hear they're catering.
It's going to be fantastic. So, yeah.
We better get to work.
There's a lot
actually,
to
we've
do.
been working.
We have been. And there's
we've
been
got
other
a great
people
team
working.
of people working.
Yep. It's awesome.
Fee.
It's great to watch it all happen. You know, we've done the Pactum Conference enough now where people are it's hitting its stride. People are doing their thing. And so we have volunteers that are excited to serve. And you have a meeting and you're like, let's do this again. They're all like, yes, let's do it. And just the other day I was asking somebody kind of an update on how things are going. I mean, it's like, it's all happening and I didn't do anything about
There's
it.
going to be new gear, new merch,
There is.
shirts,
I mean,
drinkware.
there's a lot of cool things shaping up
things.
here. So,
Yeah.
okay. So
It's a
enough about-
movement, people. It's
It's
called
a-
the Pactumverse.
It's a movement. All right.
Let's talk about the green room. We have a special green room for
Yeah,
the speakers.
the green
and if you
room-
pay $900, wait a minute.
No, the green room is in the auditorium where all the people are, or in the fellowship hall where the people are. And
We
you can
have
hang
a
out there.
green Pactum sofa, but no green
can
room.
hang out there.
And apart from, if they need a bathroom break or, to go call their spouse,
We'll
you can
consider
talk
it.
to the or during the sessions, you can talk to any of the speakers you'd like.
Yes.
That's why they're here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I love the Pactum Conference. It's great. So what's been going on since the Pactum has been on break? I mean, has anything been happening in the world at large? In Big Eva, has anything been happening Pactum-wise or any news?
So I asked Grok today, just because I was preparing. I knew you were going to ask me this question,
Okay.
and we were going to talk about it back and forth. And I thought, what's been happening? And I must not have limited my search enough. I just said, what are the current trends in Christianity?
Oh, boy.
It was really broad. So I thought I got to get out more, or maybe less. So I think we could safely say the Lord has been building His church in
Yes, He
June and
has.
July.
Yeah.
So that's positive.
That is positive.
I think we can say Christians have been fighting.
Oh,
In June and July.
That's not positive.
That's true, but it is true.
it is true.
So there also is
Man,
that.
get off the internet, right? Go touch grass.
I said
Read
it
your
to
Bible.
myself today out
Do
loud.
ministry.
Pat, you need to step away.
It's
It's overwhelming. It can be kind of a downer.
ooh.
I didn't do it this summer, but I've taken like a sabbatical from social media before. And news. Oh, it just makes
You
me.
sort of kind of did this summer, or
I
not?
didn't
You
this
didn't.
summer.
Okay.
I should have done it this summer.
I thought you were going to.
Highly recommended, Pactum listeners
I
and viewers.
thought you were going to, and I could tell you had, and I was like, nah.
I should have. Maybe in more serious and sad news, John MacArthur died in July.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
So sad to hear of that.
Yes, yep.
A long ministry definitely influenced my life a lot, your life a lot, and
Yeah.
lives of a lot of other people.
Yeah.
So
most definitely. Yeah.
that was sad for he and his family and his church and his friends.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that the first time I ever heard someone talk about the covenant of redemption, i.e. the Pactum,
I.e. the Pactum.
Salutis, the first time I ever heard it in a sermon, 1992 at Grace Community Church, John MacArthur,
That's awesome.
believing in the covenant of redemption,
Very cool.
preaching in the book of Titus. So I'm thankful that he approved the Pactum.
He does. Pactum.
Maybe on a negative, so that's a sad one. But speaking positively, on recently in the news, this gentleman, John Mark Comer, am I saying his name right?
I believe so.
Influential, popular, New York Times bestselling author, etc. Do you say etc. or
I say
etc.?
etc. I don't know how you're supposed.
I always have said etc., but I like to say etc. because it sounds kind of
I've always said et cetera just because I don't know any better.
okay. But he was busy denying penal substitutionary atonement,
Yeah.
penalty substitution atonement.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm not going to say I like that because it's not good to deny that.
Correct.
But in God's providence, it's good when people say dumb things.
Sure. I get what you're going. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because it allows people to say, well, what's that?
Yes. Yes.
So you even think about other doctrines. You think about the active obedience of Christ. Well, get that all ironed out because it was controversial.
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
then move forward, and somebody else will deny it, and you say, oh, what's that?
Right.
Next generation, next generation,
Yes.
next generation.
Yeah.
So he denied that, and the Reformed Twittersphere responded
Right.
in
Yes.
a good way.
Yeah. So maybe you've been on the interwebs and you've seen even PSA, people shortening it that way. I've seen several people like, what PS? What's the public service announcement about? You know, it's penal substitutionary atonement.
Yeah. So just to clarify, maybe we could just at least visit because some people might like Comer.
Yeah.
So again, he reminds me of Rob Bell.
Oh, sure.
So,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
5 minutes ago, Rob Bell was, the cool hipster doing all the things with all the kids and was teaching heresy.
Yes.
So I'm not saying they believe the exact same things,
Right,
but
right.
now it's 2.0. It wasn't 5 minutes ago. How long ago was Rob Bell? The Numa videos.
Numa videos were back in
15,
the
20 years ago.
2000s, early 2000s. That's when I was using them.
Time flies. Oh boy! It was just like
Early
like
2000s.
theological liberalism.
25 years, yeah.
with hipster glasses.
Yeah.
So similarly
Yeah.
with Comer, he's denying the penalty, right?
Yes.
It's legal. There's a penalty. That's what we mean by penal substitutionary atonement.
Yeah.
So just to be clear, for sure, the atonement substitutionary, the righteous for the unrighteous,
Yes,
or the just
yes.
for the unjust.
Yes.
Even that is legal, so it's dealing with the penalty. So I'm thinking of 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 18, where it
Right.
says those very things.
Yes.
For substitution.
Yes.
Penalty dealing with righteous, unrighteous, legal, just judgment, right?
Yes. Yes.
Atonement, 1 John 2:2, he's the propitiation for our sins.
Yes, yes.
It's not just expiation, getting rid of.
Right.
It's satisfying
Satisfying the wrath. Yes,
that kind of stuff.
yes.
These are ABCs 1, 2, 3's things.
Yes,
But it seems like every generation, sometimes numerous times in a generation,
Right.
you got to fight for them,
Yep. Yep.
and that's okay.
Yeah, it's good.
God-
Gives you, like you said, gives the opportunity to remember what these things are about for people who've never heard, to kind of get some robust
Absolutely.
theology built up in their mind, so they're ready if they ever hear anything like this.
Yep.
You know?
And I think it's a common mistake, Mike, maybe we could discuss it a little bit for people to acknowledge when guys like Comer emphasize again and again being like Jesus and following Jesus.
Yeah.
That's really important and it's good, but it's not the essence of Christianity. We should follow Jesus. We're not good at it. That's why we need Jesus to do the right thing
Right.
for us in place of us.
Yes.
And to pay the penalty that we deserve for
Yeah.
not doing the right thing.
Right.
And so Christianity is fundamentally about trusting in the work of Jesus
Yes.
and then wanting to follow his example.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just time and time again, people get the gospel wrong when they think Christianity is all about following Jesus.
Yes. Yeah.
Again, Pactum listeners, we like Jesus a lot. We love him. He loved us first and gave himself up for us. But we want to acknowledge Christianity is first and foremost about his life, death, resurrection, and ascension. We trust in him, and therefore we're united to him by faith. And as a response of gratitude, indeed we do want to follow him now.
Yeah.
So it's not that complicated, but you got to get things in the right order.
Yes, you have to have things in the right order, for sure. Yep. So you took a nice little trip.
I took a nice
while we were on a break, and I want to hear a little bit about
Okay.
that. And I'm sure our Pactumverse members might be encouraged to hear a little bit about where you have been. We had a group from Omaha Bible Church.
We'll make it edifying, I promise.
Yes, we will. They traveled to Greece.
We did.
Typically, you've done Israel trips, but the Israel thing wasn't really going to happen this go around, just due to some things.
We're going to go as soon as we can.
Okay. And so there was the travel agency said, hey, you could do a Greece trip. We offer those as well. And so you went to Greece. Tell us about that a little bit.
Pretty amazing to be able to go to Greece.
Yeah.
So, and if things, kind of get calm around here, I brought you something from Greece. This is hell. So, and you know what? Hell, according to this drink, has a strong apple flavor.
Strong apple
so
flavor.
I don't think it's true, but it does have
Is that an
20%
energy drink type thing?
It is.
Okay.
This is hell. This is my choice.
Okay.
It's got bad theology. It's apple flavored, but people were laughing at me in our group because they know me well enough to know, Pat's going to go buy that.
Pat's going to get that.
I think we're just going to use it to decorate the
I would say
Pactum
just
studio is
decorate
what we're
with
gonna
that.
do.
Yeah, there you go. 20%
Put
caffeine.
it over here. The things people come up with.
Right. So where all did you go in Greece?
Okay, so maybe the quick rundown would be the biblical places.
Okay, right.
So land in Athens, go from Athens to Corinth,
Yes.
which was absolutely amazing. Oh, wait, I'll elaborate in a second.
Okay.
Go from Athens to Corinth and then back to Athens, then get on a ship,
Okay.
head east to Turkey where you go to Ephesus, then the island of Patmos where John wrote the Revelation.
Yeah.
And then Crete and a couple other places of non-Bible
Sure.
relevance.
Sure.
And then back to Athens and then back home. 25 of us went. No one was harmed during the filming of this event. Everybody made it back. Everybody had a great attitude. So really amazing. Had a wonderful time. Would love to talk about each place if you'd like.
Sure.
Maybe significance of why we do these trips.
Yeah, why do you do these trips? I was going to say, I mean, some people might say, well, Greece. I mean, I get the Israel thing, but why Greece? Or,
Because Greece is the word.
And Greece is...
Okay. So in some versions of Christianity, I don't think in good versions, people do pilgrimages.
Yes, right.
So if you go to a certain place and kind of get your card punched, so for example, we went to Patmos and we saw behind the glass St. Thomas's skull.
You saw it.
So, and it said, don't take pictures.
So you did. You did, didn't you?
Well, and if the first one's blurry, you might have to go back to get a
my
better picture of
goodness.
it. But again, relics, things like that.
Yeah,
in
right.
some versions, I would say pseudo-Christian versions of Christianity, somehow that gets you credit.
Yeah, right.
So if you do a pilgrimage, you go to the Holy Land, or you go to see, the skull of the Apostle Thomas
Right.
on the island of Patmos. That's not why we go.
It's a little notch in the belt.
We go to see the history, go to learn about the places. I always like to say to people, not everybody can do this. You don't need to do this to be a good Christian.
Yeah.
The Bible doesn't become alive.
Yeah.
It can be perfectly alive and well, and it is.
It is, yes.
So, but if you can go, you have the means, opportunity, why not go and learn? Because learning the history and seeing the archaeology is awesome. Plus, Mike, I think lots of people, at least in America, tend to think of the Bible as, it's stories, it's fables.
Right, yeah.
And they've not even thought about a real place called Corinth.
Yes, it's
or
really
a real
a place.
called Ephesus.
Yeah.
Or Crete. So if nothing else, even in the last couple of weeks, conversations I've been able to have with people, unbelievers even, you went where? So
that's really cool.
yeah, that's really cool.
That is.
And I think as a teacher as well, and whether you're a preacher or a kindergarten teacher, we had both kinds of people on our tour.
Yeah.
I think even if you use self-control and don't always talk about it every time you're teaching,
Right.
talk about it sparingly.
Yes.
But I think you'll always teach differently
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure.
because you've been there kind of thing. And so for the next, 20 weeks, I won't say, when I was, but this past Sunday I did. But it's so cool to go to. Corinth was one of my favorite places.
Yeah, I'd say, tell us about some of your favorite sites.
I wasn't expecting this much, but you go to Athens. Maybe it's an hour and a half drive to the west, inland. You think inland, away from the Aegean Sea, but you're going inland. I'm probably getting all this wrong, but off the top of my head, you go to Corinth, and a lot of the ride is ocean view kind of thing, ports and different things, which I love.
Yeah,
it's
that's
calming
cool. Yeah,
to the mind,
right.
especially in Omaha, Nebraska, where we are landlocked. One of our guides said, so how close do you live to the sea? I'm like, well, which way?
Which way?
And what does that translate in kilometers? 2,000 kilometers?
Sure, right.
They're like, oh. So you go to Corinth, and it's a great archaeological site. So just tons of things to see. It's overwhelming. And then maybe the coolest part is you see there this giant structure, this rectangular structure, and then it's the Beimma Seat. Or the Beimma Seat, whichever one people prefer.
Right.
So just even being there and having our group of 25 kind of be in awe.
Yeah.
Almost like, okay, we can go home.
Yeah.
Because we're so overwhelmed with seeing what's here. And then to think that the Apostle Paul, just like Jesus, used everyday things that people knew, like, okay, the bad people stand before the judgment seat, right? When there's a dispute or there's a conflict or where there's a crime, you have to go stand before the Beimma.
Yeah.
Well, for the Apostle Paul to say, everyone one day will be judged.
Yeah.
And to use the analogy or the picture.
That's cool.
So it was fun doing a little devotional there. So we had an archaeologist with us helping us with all the details. But then for me to say, all right, let's talk about this from the Bible. Let's talk about the fact that there is therefore now no condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus. Nothing to fear, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's cool.
When we were done there, it's like everybody thought they got their money's worth. And that was the first full day.
Yeah, right.
So you go to Athens, Mars Hill, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, right.
That was really cool. The Corinthian Canal, you should look that up online sometime if you've never seen it.
I haven't. Yeah.
You should too. It's not ancient. It's more modern, maybe 100, 200 years old. But the most direct path to go from Rome to Turkey, let's say, and you're a Roman emperor and you want all the spices and all the goods and all the rugs or whatever from Turkey, well, it's straight through Corinth, but there's a section of land. And so maybe 4 miles, at least that's how the channel's 4 miles long. That the road is now next to the channel. But in the first century, no channel. And so the slaves would, in effect, roll the boats for the 4 miles, the ships.
Oh, wow.
So it's cool to see that kind of stuff.
Yeah. That's wild.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You would dig it. Food is great. I think they were just filming in Corinth there. They were just filming Odyssey, a new movie coming out.
I don't know.
So that'll be interesting.
Very cool. Man, are you going to be in the movie?
No, they were there before us. There were some mountain bike trails there, though. I was thinking I'd like to do that there.
You go back and mountain bike. Very cool.
So Ephesus was amazing in Turkey. Massive, huge, great is Artemis among the Ephesians, right? That's what they were chanting, trying to drown out the Apostle Paul.
Right.
But it was like a treasure trove of crazy goodness archaeologically.
Yeah.
So that was really neat.
That's cool.
Neat to be in Turkey. And then Patmos is where I'm looking for Airbnbs.
Oh, really? Patmos.
Because you go to some of these other Greek islands and they're not biblically relevant, but you go to the island and maybe at first it's the postcard kind of places.
Sure.
The blue roofs, white buildings. And at first, you get a gelato and you're hanging out and I was thinking to myself, this would be a great place to people watch. And as the sun is going down and nightlife is coming out, you think, this would be a terrible place to people watch.
Not a good place to be.
Yeah, pretty super secular, super sensual.
Yeah, okay.
And so to go then to Patmos, which is small, few restaurants, to go there, it's like, oh yeah, I want to be secluded on the island of Patmos for like a week or two.
Right.
And so
that'd be cool.
I've been on Airbnb. If I could just get there somehow for free.
You just got to get the money to get there and then it's not terrible, right?
So that was one of the highlights.
Very cool.
Crete is interesting. So one of our guides, we had a couple of different guides, and I said, you know what the Bible says about Crete? And so I got out Titus and read it to her, gluttons and evil workers and lazy, and she thought it was so funny.
Oh, really?
She said, because her husband is from Crete. So, Things like that are fun.
That's fun. Very cool.
It was fun evangelizing her also, sharing the gospel with her because we were walking down the Dikaios road. And so modern Greek is different than Koine Bible Greek,
Right.
but there's a lot of overlap.
Sure.
So I would typically say to guides and the archaeologists, so this is how I would pronounce that word. And then they would correct me because modern Greek is different.
Right.
And so I said, oh, this road, this Dikaios road, that means straight or righteous or, she said judgment. And so I said, I love this word. So then to talk about Jesus Christ, the righteous, the just for the unjust, she said, oh, this is beautiful.
Oh, wow.
So can you imagine living in Crete and doing street evangelism?
Right? What an opportunity.
It's a good way to go.
Oh, that's wild.
So if you ever get to go to Israel. If you ever get to go to Crete and these other kind of islands, I would say go, but you don't need to go.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, YouTube is your friend, even to learn about these kind of things.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Yeah. So is there an Israel trip coming up?
I hope so.
Hope so.
We're going to go as soon as we can. The travel agent was like, oh, and by the way, the travel agent, shout out to Pilgrim Tours.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. It's good to have an advocate, Mike.
It is.
Right? I
When they cancel your flight.
The theological lesson
Yes.
is, right, when the flight gets canceled hours before you're supposed to go for 25 people, and the airline, we won't say who it is, so we don't want to have a lawsuit, reschedules it for like a day and a half later. So you're gonna, stress.
Yep.
So to get called back late at night, the night before we go.
But if
Shout out to Pilgrim Tours, and it's good to have an advocate.
It is. If any of you have a flight canceled, you have an advocate.
Oh man, life is.
That's good.
A good illustration about how much we need Christ.
For sure.
To go on our behalf, to argue our case. Because if I were to call the airline, I almost said the name, they wouldn't have given me the time of day.
You wouldn't have gotten anywhere. You would have left 2 days later.
So I hope this was more edifying than me just telling you about my vacation.
I'm edified by it.
Also on Crete, Mike, we went to, there's a Minoan civilization, some 4,000 plus years old.
Okay.
By then, honestly, you're like, okay, I've seen enough rocks. What's for lunch?
Sure. Yeah.
But we don't know for sure, but a lot of people think that the Minoans eventually became those that we would know as the Philistines.
Oh, okay.
So, and when you're on Crete, I think you're less than 300 miles or about 300 miles away from the African continent. So I think Egypt, Israel, and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, wow. See, that's cool. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yep, really cool.
Glad you had a great time. It was a great trip.
It's God's will for your life to go.
It's God's will for your life to go.
I won't say that to everybody, but I'll say it to Mike.
Well, this has been good to re-enter the Pactumverse, get back in the studio, get some things recorded, and we have a lot of great things coming.
Lord willing, it's going to be a great season for us.
It is. It's going to be a great season.
We're going to give things away. We've got some new sponsors. It's a great outlet. And remember, too, Pactum responsives are always fun.
Yeah, you can always email us, connect@thepactum.org for those, and we will collect them and we've gotten some over the summer. So we'll do a Pactum responsum episode in the near future, I'm sure.
Good.
For sure. But hey, one last reminder, don't forget the Pactum Conference. It's coming up very quickly. So from when this episode releases, we're talking like 5-6 weeks. Perhaps. I'm trying to do math in my head. It's not my strong suit. About 6 weeks away. October 3rd and 4th, 2025 here in Omaha, Nebraska. Go to thepactum.org/conference. Get signed up, get registered. And if you need help with the conference, getting here, whatever, all that kind of stuff, let us know. Reach out. We'd love to help you, be a part.
Do you think we'd even let them see the studio if they come?
Oh, yeah.
Do you think we'd maybe let them touch the snow globe?
Yes, there will be snow globe opportunities. The studio,
awesome.
So you can check it all out. It's going to be great. So... Well, thanks so much for being a part of the Pactumverse. As always, you can find us online at YouTube at The Pactum. You can find us on our website, thepactum.org. Have all the episodes there, great resources for you, and conference information there. You can find us on X at The Pactum, Instagram at The Pactum Theology, and as always, you can be emailing us at connect@thepactum.org. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on The Pactum.